Alright, today's topic is bullshit jobs, and I want to talk about it. So let me define it. It's basically a book, but I won't get into the book today. So you go to college, let's say, or in your city, anywhere. You see self-made men around, right? And those are the people that you look upon, and because those are the people who have real jobs. They're making money, right? Like universities, I think they're failing in the sense that they have to teach you how to make money. It's basically the idea. And we have the rise of these new stupid fucking bachelor degrees of I don't know where is this coming from, because I think it's one of the cons of living in a market, like free market liberal economy. Like pros is basically it's a free market, it's a free world, but like there are some cons, right? So these actually gave birth, especially in the last I think 50 60 years, to these bullshit fucking jobs where in my view they're basically doing nothing. And sadly this might, I don't know the statistics, but I'm guessing it's like more than 40% of people who are like normal jobs, right? If you see a self-made man, you can respect them, because the richest people I know is like they didn't graduate from a good college, or even if they graduated from one, they're not doing their profession. And that's the problem with the universities, right? So in my view, universities basically have this time that your parents are sending the money, and you basically have 4 or 5, maybe 6 years of basically learning a couple things, but not really the things that you actually need, which you need to make money, right? And they're not teaching you. So uh, it's like a video game. Life is like a video game, and you have to level up by yourself, right? And so I was thinking these stuff for like a couple years, but actually, a lot of times actually we think subconsciously, and like when you're in the bathroom, when you're walking, you just drift away, and your thoughts actually drag on, right? They continue to actually, you have this some kind of subconscious, uncontrolled, unintended uh, inner conversations and explorations and realizations in some sense. And these things are mostly the things that we don't actually talk about, especially with our friends, right? Because the subject when you're sitting with a friend is basically the usual stuff. Maybe it can be like a thing that you both are passionate about, and but the thing is, I force the conversations to actually, in a way, to talk about this stuff. I introduce the subjects. I don't talk that a lot, but I want to listen to people, right? Because here's the thing. Let me tell you a secret. Like, people love to fucking talk, and if you like to listen, and if you try to be a good listener, you will learn a lot. Like, they will tell you most. Like, um, so you're in college, right? And or anywhere else, for example, especially like let's say a bank or an office place, basically, like white collar, like or blue collar. I don't know what the fuck is that called. And there are a lot of people who are actually trying to be fucking cool. They seem so fucking cool. They feel like, and they are seen like they're making a lot of productive work, right? But the thing is, actually, my problem is if you define a working hour, it's bad, because a work hour is against the idea of a productive, efficient work, right? Because if you just say, I'm gonna study for 6 hours, I'm gonna work for 6 hours, that's not a good aim, right? Because your aim should be, I must do this, and I'm gonna finish it. And if it's not finished in a reasonable time, I'm gonna continue it the next day. And if I finish it before, it's fine. I can. I mean, think about these office people, man. I don't want to like put anyone under the sleeve, but you get what I mean. I mean, We have to accept the fucking reality. Yeah, you're fucking working like 8 hours a day, but and I don't have a problem with people earning money like that. Of course not. That's disrespectful. But I have a problem with people who seem like and talk like they're so big and they're doing such an amazing job. But they're basically doing nothing, right? You're actually handling these stupid paperworks, you're actually arranging these meetings, you're going to the meetings, you're dressing up and everything, but you're basically doing nothing. Because, dude, er, two things you can do to spend your time productively, right? You can either be earning money or you're exploring knowledge and life and everything. And anything besides that is almost 99% of the time is a waste of fucking time. And like I'm in computer engineering, right? And my math is good, my physics is good, but I'm still seeing the same shit and I'm going into the exams and all the time I'm thinking like these like trigonometry of a triangle or whatever the fuck, it's not gonna help me even 1%. And there's always this one motherfucker who's gonna say, well, actually, mathematics and physics are really extremely important because you want to be a really good engineer and you have to learn those stuff. No, you don't fucking have to learn it. Let me tell you, if you need to learn something, it should be a thing that you will fucking use, or that a thing that will help you in like um, knowledge. But look, I don't care about the triangles or circles, degrees, or whatever. Nobody cares about that shit, right? And the only time that you will actually care about it is if you're gonna be a scientist or like a academic or whatever. And in that case, you have to learn. So I was actually talking with a friend, and yeah, he basically said, yeah, I was talking about this, and he said, yeah, dude, you're right, but in my case, it's different because I want to be like a lecturer, I want to be a teacher. So it's productive for me to actually study and learn these stuff. So that's like 1 in 100 cases or 50 cases, maybe, right? But today's world, normally, like people are actually people seem like they're doing a lot, but they're basically doing nothing, right? Like just fucking imagine, yeah, like, especially like you're going to school, you're coming back, and before you go to sleep, just ask yourself, what did I learn that actually affected me in a good way? Or was I just actually going there, signing my name on the list and getting bored or trying to understand a subject that will almost all the time like won't help me, right? And think of it like before you fucking go to sleep. And like I understand that these questions might be sad or depressing for a lot of people because once you go into this rabbit hole of questioning these proper questions and thinking about them, talking about them, there's no going back, right? You might feel depressed, you might feel like where my life is going, and I mean, I always say this to my friends, like they're studying a lot. They're look, I have like 8 out of 10 average grades, right? I'm in like second year, and most of my friends are like, no, some of them actually are 9, some of them are like 9.5, and I see like the urgency and the stress on their faces, and I'm like, I would tell this to them like, you're doing something wrong, because if you want to be a fucking normie and be the average guy, you're doing a fantastic job. But if you want to create or be someone actually that can change themselves, or better yet, the world, actually, you're not going to be that because you don't have a vision. You don't have a vision, you don't have a project that you're really passionate about. I mean, you're just spending time and what the fuck? You're just spending time and you feel like you're doing something and you feel so productive and you feel satisfied because your parents and people around you and you for of course has have this idea of this is great, this is productive, this is the way it should be because this was the way that ever was, and for some reason it is still right now and ever will be. Yeah, but you're gonna be a fucking normie. You're gonna be the average guy. So people who are listening to this, uh, look, guys, I'm your brother, and I don't want to be a fucking normie. I hope I won't be, and I don't want you guys to be a normie as well. So just, uh, I urge you to actually think and talk and explore these ideas, even like 5 minutes before you go to sleep. And if I'm able to change someone's life for the better or make them question even just for a couple of minutes, that's great by me.